Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start your geography chapter, our environment. In this chapter, in last class, we already studied about hydrosphere, lithosphere, biosphere, and many more things. Now we will discuss about human environment. Dear students, if we talk about human environment, I already discussed about that. Environment means whatever nearby you, things, all that things included in this thing. If you are at your family, then whatever nearby you, what things in your room are like that, all that thing makes your environment. Now we'll discuss about human environment. Being the ablest component of the environment, human beings have modified the environment according to their needs. Students, from starting one, from ancient times, you already know that humans start to interact with environment according to his needs. With scientific and technological advancement, they have succeeded in controlling and dominating nature. Now, human is going to interfere with environment with scientific invention and technological advancement for controlling the nature according to his needs, according to his decision. The interaction of human beings with the environment is complex in nature. It varies from place to place and from time to time. Means humans start to interact with the earth or interact with the environment time to time, and because of that now we are facing many types of problems like pollution and many type of disease and diagnosis now are around us. So we are facing such a type of things because of the interacting with environment in negative ways. Now human environment interaction. Long ago, human beings were fully dependent on nature. From starting on ancient time, when in ancient time human beings start to live on earth, from that time human beings were fully dependent on nature. They fulfill most of the requirements from nature. With time, the quality and quantity of human needs change. They started developing techniques and new ways to use the environment. At first, they start to eat the raw fresh of the animals and raw vegetable and something like that. After that, he started to cook, and for that many much more type of changes take place on that time. On the ancient time, he didn't wear any type of clothes, but when he uh, feel negative things from the hot weather, cold weather, and rainy season, then he start to cover his body with leaves of the trees and something like that, and finally he started to wear the skin of the animals. And now we are in a developed way. Now we are using clothes or something like that. That type of changes taking place on that time. And in the past, humans settled in the fertile plains of the river valleys to cultivate land. In starting, there were no business, so they are starting to settle nearby the river for cultivating the land, and for that they are using for doing agriculture activities or something like that. And from that, they are getting crops and eatable or edible crops or something like that. They domesticated animals and learned to use fire for warmth and protection. The invention of the wheel, surplus food production, and exchange of the surplus goods with the others helped them to progress. The main thing is been there, invention of a fire and invention of a wheel changed totally human life. Because of both two things, human life is going to completely change. After that, their transportation is too much easy, and they are start to taking the baked food. Gradually, humans started processing various raw materials to meet their needs. The industrial revolution in Europe enabled large-scale production of goods. The means of transport and communication improved, and the world became of a family. Thus, many changes took place in our environment, which were mostly due to natural process and human activity. Whatever you are watching changes nearby you, all of that because of the human interaction with the environment, human interaction with the nature. Whatever we are changing, if any new building constructed nearby your house, it is also human made interaction. If trees are going to cut or deforestation or something like that, if any animal species in a danger way, then also we can say that because of the human interaction with environment makes that type of problems and creating that type of situation. So many animals are not surviving on the earth, and they are in the endangered species, and they are in red data group. Even today, we fulfill our various needs from the physical environment. The primary activities like farming, fishing, forestry, and mining still provide food and raw material, without which advanced societies cannot survive and progress. Dear students, we can say that till now we are dependent on the farming, fishing, forestry, mining for our food and raw material. If that thing is not provided to us, then our life is going to be finished and we are not surviving like that today we are. If fuel is going to be finished, then there is no sense of the any vehicle and we have to use the another option for that thing. Now dear students, environmental pollution. Nature has a self mechanism to repair small damages caused due to disturbances made by human activities. Nature has that type of quality, they can cover that type of any interaction human beings, but that type of interaction is going on a large level, then nature also can't do anything else, and finally it's the opposite result we have to get on that time. But when the exploitation is on a large scale, nature fails to repair it. This creates problems not only for nature but also for humans also. Nowadays, the whole world is facing various problems due to technological and scientific development. On one hand, our population, urbanization, and industrialization on the other. We can say that because of the human interaction and scientific technology, whatever we are using, because of that, many things is going to be surviving. And main problem is we can say that our population is making much more problems for any another, like industrialization, urbanization, and because of that we are facing pollution like soil pollution, sound pollution, air pollution, water pollution, radio pollution, many type of pollutions we are facing, and because of that our life is going to danger. Environmental pollution is the result of the unplanned and unwise use of technology. There should be a perfect balance between the natural and human environment. If we are living with human environment, if we are living with the environment according to balancedly, whatever we are using with sustainable types, then it will be easy for us also, easy for nature also. Then all that time, nature will be clear and there will be no pollution all that time. But we are using continuously, if we are taking from that thing, then that not be replenishable. So that type of thing problems we have to face now in these days. It is important that all of us understand and learn to live and use the environment in a harmonious way. Only then will a balance in a nature be maintained. Means if we want to maintain the nature, then we have to take care about our nature, take care about of the pollution. If pollution is too much, then we have to stop that type of activities, whatever make pollution or something like that. Now students, we will discuss about the component of the environment. How many components of the environments are there? Then we can say that many type of components are there in environment, whichever make the environment more suitable for human beings, and sometimes it may be gives opposite result also. So we can say that components of environments is mostly macroeconomically we can say that is divided into three parts: natural, human, and human made. Dear students, at first we will talk about natural environment. Then in natural environment there will be air, water, living organism, and land. Already we discussed in last class about the natural things, whatever gives by created by nature or whatever made by nature. That type of components is known as natural component like air, water, living organism, and land. Second one is human, like we. If we talk about human's environment or component of environment according to human, then we can say that political things, individual means about yours, family, community, religion, education, and economy. That's about the human. And next is about human made, whatever made by human, that is known as human made, like buildings, park, road, industry. There students, all that things combinedly we can say that natural, human, and human made, all that things make the environment of nearby us, and we can say that all that are included in components of environment. And we can say that environment is a well placed being by the ecosystem, and ecosystem is mainly dependent on the nature, whatever we are interacting with nature, that is the major thing. Then we can say that if any opposite situation is creating by us, then we have to stop that type of situation, like we are making the many types of pollution. That type of pollution completely known as the environmental pollution, like water pollution, air pollution, soil pollution, sound pollution, many types of pollution are there. There are completely known as the environmental pollution, and that is the main and major problems for us and for earth also.